Welcome back, students. We are studying chapter number 1 sets, and today we will do question number 6, 7, 8, and 9 of exercise 1.3. In question number 6, write the following as intervals. Intervals means we have studied this topic 2 or 3 days earlier when we have studied open interval, closed interval, semi open interval, and semi closed interval. Okay, so you have to understand which kind of interval he is asking for. In first part, x is a real number and x is greater than -4 but less than or equal to 6. So we will understand whether the given interval is open, closed, semi-open or semi-closed with the help of these inequalities. Here we have strict inequality, which is the symbol of an open interval, and this is not a strict inequality. Okay, therefore it is a symbol of closed interval. So it will be like this: -4 will be open and 6 will be closed, because closed interval, in closed interval we include 6, therefore we will write less than or equal to 6, where -4 is less than 6. This is the property of interval. For example, if we have two real numbers a and b, such, such that a is always less than b. A is your lower limit and b is your upper limit. In second part, in both the symbols we have less than, means strict inequality, so it will be an open interval, -12 and -10. This will be the answer. This is a semi open interval and it is purely open interval. Here in this example, x is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 7, so we can write it as 0, 7. So it is a semi closed interval. Okay, and here we can write it as closed interval 3, 4, because x is greater than or equal to 3 and x is less than or equal to 4. Less than or equal to means we will include that value, and if we will include that value, then the interval will be closed. Now in question number 7, write the following intervals in set builder form. First is -3, 0. We have to write it in set builder form. Both questions which you are watching on the screen are opposite of each other. In question number 6, set builder form is given, you have to convert it into interval, and in question number 7, interval is given and you have to convert it into set builder form. Here do this correction. In question number 7, the interval is open here, so it can be written as for all x such that x belongs to R and x is, both are open, so like this, x is greater than -3 and less than 0. Okay, in next part, both are closed interval, so we can convert it into set builder form like this: for all x such that x is a real number, therefore x belongs to R, whereas x is greater than or equal to 6 and less than or equal to 12, because interval is closed, so we will write this operation less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. It is a semi open interval, so the definition will be for all x such that x is a real number and x will be greater than 6 but less than or equal to 12, because closed interval sign is here, so it will be less than or equal to, because we will include 12. It is semi closed interval, so we can convert it like this: for all x such that x belongs to real number where x is greater than or equal to -23 but less than 5, therefore we will not include 5. Okay, and we will include -23. This is all about question number 6 and 7. Now move on to question number 8. In question number 8, just read it from your book. What interval or set, what interval, what unit, sorry, I am repeating question number 8. What universal set would you propose for each of the following? First part, the set of right triangles. The question number 8, first part. The set of right triangles means an angle which is having one angle equal to 90 degree. Okay, and we have to write the universal set. for this, so that it can belongs to that universal set, because universal set is the largest set of the family. So if I will write here the set of all the triangles, the set of all triangles, then the, the set of all right angles will be a subset of the set of all triangles, because in the set of all triangles we have scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle, as well as acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle. Okay, then this right angle will be a part of this, therefore it will be a subset of this, the set of all triangles. Therefore the set of all triangles will be treated as a universal set for the set of all right angles. In its second part, what we have to do in question number 8, second part, the set of isosceles triangle. In set of isosceles triangle, what we have both these angles equal and both the opposite sides are equal. Okay, and we know this is an isosceles triangle. So we have to say the universal set for this kind of triangle. So the same will be our answer, the set of all triangles. The set of all triangles will be treated as the universal set for the for isosceles triangle, because isosceles triangle is also a part of all the triangles. Okay, so if we have a universal set like this, the set of all triangles, and all kind of triangles belongs to this set, therefore this set will be worked or treated as a universal set for the set of triangles as well as the set of isosceles triangles. Okay, so this is the answer of question number 8. And for question number 9, just read it from your book. uh, uh, while I was writing the last question of this exercise here, you just keep reading the question and try to find the answer before me. Okay, because now you are capable to solve the entire exercise yourself, because we have already discussed all the definitions that belongs to this chapter. Question number 9. In question number 9, given the sets A is equal to 1, 3 and 5. In set B we have 2, 4 and 6. Okay, and C is equals to 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Which of the following may be considered as universal set for all the three sets A, B and C? Okay, there are 4 options and we have to find out the correct set which can be treated as the universal set for all these sets A, B and C. So out of these 4 options, I think that set should contain all such values: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So the set which contains all the values from 0 to 8 will be the universal set, and this is third option. In third part we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so this is the set which contains all the values of all the elements of the set A, B and C. Therefore this set is the universal set for A, B and C all. So we have completed exercise 1.3 here. Keep watching the videos. Thank you and have a nice day.